Good afternoon, children. How are you all? Did you have lunch? Good. So welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn about an interesting topic. Before begin the session, here is an activity. Students, tell me, you all like poems or rhymes, don't you? Then here is a rhyme. Come, let's sing a rhyme, okay? First I'll sing this. You listen to me carefully, and then later I'll ask you to sing along with me. Then you sing, okay? Listen to me. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, I just shout, tip me over and pour me out. I'm a very special pot, yes, it's true. Here is an example of what I can do. I can turn my handle into a spout, tip me over and pour me out. How's the rhyme? It's good, no? So now you know the rhyme. Now let's sing along, okay? I'll sing line by line. You repeat after me, okay? You have to repeat. Shall we begin? Okay. I'm a little teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. Here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, when I get all steamed up, I just shout, I just shout, tip me over and pour me out. Tip me over and pour me out. Now second stanza, okay? I'm a very special pot. I'm a very special pot. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Here is an example of what I can do. Here is an example of what I can do. I can turn my handle into a spout. I can turn my handle into a spout. Tip me over and pour me out. Tip me over and pour me out. Very good, students. Did you all enjoy the rhyme? Yes, ma'am. Very good. So children, you learned how to recite a poem, how to recite a rhyme, right? So now we'll study how to write a poem. How to write a poem, okay? So here is a picture on the screen. Tell me, students, what can you see on the screen? What is there on the screen? Describe this picture. Correct. How many are there? There are 2 students. Who are they? Very good. Minku and Jigu. And you can see a big building of a school. Correct. So they are conversing something. Let us listen to them now. I take the role of Minku.
And I take the role of Jigu.
Hello Jigu, how are you?
Oh, hello Minku. I'm not fine.
Hey, why? What happened?
Oh, I'm in trouble. I want to participate in a poetry competition, but I don't know how to write a poem.
Oh, don't worry. I'll help you with it.
Really? Okay.
Alright. Then see you tomorrow at 5 in my house. I'll give you some tips for writing a poem.
I'll be there on time. You're my best friend, Minku.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. Remember.
Well said. That's so true, Minku. See you tomorrow. Take care.
See you, Jigu. So once again, I'll read the conversation. You listen to me attentively. Hello, Jigu. How are you?
Oh, hello, Minku. I'm not fine.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I'm in trouble. I want to participate in a poetry competition, but I don't know how to write a poem.
Oh, don't worry. I'll help you with it.
Really? Okay.
Alright then. See you tomorrow at 5 in my house. I'll give you some tips for writing a poem.
I'll be there on time. You're my best friend, Minku.
A friend in need is a friend indeed, Jigu. Remember.
Well said. That's so true. See you tomorrow, Minku. Take care.
Okay, Jigu. See you. So the next day, Jigu goes to Minku's house. He goes Minku's house on time. So here Minku explains important points on writing a poem. Important points on writing a poem. So let's see what are those points. The first point is know what you are writing about. Children, first of all, you must have a rough idea of what you are writing about. That is, you may write a poem on nature, or you may write a poem on sun, or you can write a poem on moon, teacher, or about your mother also you can write. Isn't it? But you must have a rough sketch in your mind. You have to know about that particular thing. So this is the first point. You have to know what you are writing about. And in poem, for comparison, we should use the words like and as. That means when you are comparing something to something else, then you have to use either like or as. Okay?
Now you know, children, when you write a poem is different from a paragraph. Now when we ask you to write 5 sentences about your best friend, how will you write 5 sentences? You will say, my best friend's name is Sneha. She is studying in my class. She is very good. She is very friendly. All this you are going to tell. 5 sentences about Sneha. But the same thing, if I ask you to write a poem on your best friend, the poem will be different, no? You are not going to write sentences like that. So normally in a poem, we use comparison. Means we compare. We say this is like that, or as white as snow, as soft as cotton, as beautiful as a rainbow, something like that. So you compare. So in a poem, we normally use words like and as to compare two things.
For example, I want to sleep like a child. I want to sleep like a child. I want to sleep like a child.
So here you are comparing your sleep to a child's sleep. So you are not small children anymore. You are all in 6th standard now. But when you sleep, you would like to sleep like a child, no, like a small baby. How do small babies sleep, children? They have a sound sleep. They don't get disturbed at all. So I want to sleep like a child means I want to have a peaceful sleep. So here you are using the word like to compare.
I'll give you one more example. As white as snow. As white as snow. Okay. Or I want to play cricket like Sachin. I want to play cricket like Sachin. Or I want to run like Usain Bolt. Or as soft as cotton. As soft as cotton. Okay, so we use like or as to compare something to something else. Okay, and students, to write a good poem, it's better to use rhyming words in your poem. Okay, what does rhyming word mean?
Do you know what rhyming words are, children?
It means the words must end with the same sound. For example, small, all. Small, all.
See how these two words are written, children? Now ma'am has written them differently for you. Small, all. See the ending of the words. See the ending? Even A-L-L.
Yes.
See, all, small. So the last sound of the word, both words, they are the same. So such words are called rhyming words.
So now I'll give you a word. You have to give me a rhyming word for that. Okay? Run. Run.
Can you think of a rhyming word? Same sound it must have. Run.
Very good. This bun.
You can think of other words also. Run.
Ma'am, sun. Is it correct?
Yes. So run, bun, sun, all are rhyming words because they have the same ending sound.
Okay. So to write a beautiful poem, you have to use rhyming words also.
It's not a rule, children.
Yes.
All poems don't have rhyming words.
It's your choice.
Yeah, but when you use rhyming words, it becomes more beautiful, nice to hear.
Yes. Revise. What to revise? Revise the poem which you have written. Okay? Then you may get some new ideas. Students, remember, not only for poems. If you write a paragraph or a letter on, or you may write an essay also, right? So then you must revise it once. That means you have to go through it once again. Because if you have done any mistake or if some corrections are there, then you can correct them. So while writing poem also, you have to revise it once.
Even when you write a test or an exam, children, once you finish writing everything, your teacher tells you, no, revise your answer, revise your paper, check if there are any mistakes, correct all your mistakes. So what are you doing there? You are revising. You are going through the answers once again to see if there are any mistakes. So if there are any mistakes, you can erase it and correct them. So that is called revision, revising. So in the same way, even when you write a poem, after you have written the poem, revise it. Go through it once again.
So shall we revise the steps of writing a poem?
Yes, we also must revise now.
Yes, I have told you the important points on writing a poem. What are those? Try to recall. What is the first point? Tell me, students, what is the first point?
First of all, what must you do to write a poem? Yes.
Correct, students. First of all, you have to have an idea about what you are going to write. Right? First, you have to know what you are writing and what you are. You have some ideas about that particular thing. Correct? You must have an idea about what you are going to write. Suppose you are going to write a poem on moon. You have taken moon as your topic. Then you must know about moon. Correct? Or if you write about air or about book, you should know about something about that particular topic. And the second important thing is correct comparison. So while comparing, you use the words either like or as. You can use both the words like and as. And what's the third point? Important point. Do you remember? Tell me,
Do you
students.
know, children? Yes.
Very good. So this is an example. Want to sleep like a child. As white as snow. I have told you this.
The third point is
Rhyming
using
words.
rhyming words.
So, which are the examples? Small, all, rain, train, or rain, train, run, bun, chain, pain. Okay, so these are all the examples. So now you know how to write a poem. What are the steps to be followed while writing a poem? So now, shall we read a poem, children? Okay. So here is a poem on the screen. What is the title? So this is also an important point. You have to give a title for your poem.
Without a title, children, whoever is reading your poem, they may not know what you are talking about. When you read a poem, you want somebody to read it and understand what you are telling. So then, when your poem has a nice title, whoever is reading your poem will immediately understand what you are trying to tell. So here you can see one nice title here. What's the title? Let's read.
All things bright and beautiful. So likewise, you have to give some attractive title to your poem so that you can grab the attention of the reader. You can grab the attention of the reader.
Grab the attention means what?
You can.
As soon as the reader reads the title, he or she must be very interested. Oh, this seems to be a very nice poem. Let me read the poem. So as soon as they read the title or the heading, immediately they should get a lot of interest to read the poem.
So the title is All Things Bright and Beautiful.
You
Who's
can
the
see
author?
yes, the name of the poet. Who's the poet there, children?
This is the name of the author. Who is he? Cecil Francis Alexander.
So he is the poet who's written this poem, All Things Bright and Beautiful.
So here is the poem. I'll read it once. You listen to me. Okay? All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings. He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings.
Such a beautiful poem, no children? Did you understand the poem? Shall we read it once again?
Yes. So students, you have to, you should know how to write a poem and you should know how to recite a
Read
poem.
also.
Yes.
Recite.
Recite
Yes.
means read.
Shall we try it once again, children? Come on. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. So did you understand the poem? Yeah, you understood a little. What is this poem about, children? Yes, it's about nature.
Nature.
It's about all creatures. Can you see that line? All creatures, great and small. See that line there? And even the title, the heading is telling you, all things bright and beautiful. So here the poet is trying to talk about every creation of God, everything that God has created. So he says, all creatures, great and small, the Lord God made them all. So God has made all creatures, whether they are great, huge, big, or whether they are small. You know, an elephant is also created by God, an ant is also created by God. So the Lord God made them all. He is giving some examples. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. This is true, my children. Every flower, such beautiful flowers we see all around us. And so many lovely birds and their songs, their beautiful songs. And birds, they have lovely glowing colors, shining colors. And nice, beautiful, tiny wings. So the poet is talking about every creature created by God.
Okay. Students, in this poem, you can see some rhyming words. Can you identify them? Good. So you identify the rhyming words and write it down in your notebook.
Shall we read it once again? In the meanwhile, you can pick out all the rhyming words.
Yes. All things bright and beautiful. All creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings. He made their glowing colors, and He made their tiny wings.
So now you have to look at some words which sound the same. When you say the word, the sound must be same sound. So those kind of words you must pick up. Those are the rhyming words.
Now you write it down and later I'll ask. Then you have to tell me the words. Okay?
I can see 2 words, 4 words already. Yeah, children, I can see some children writing the words.
Is it over? Okay then. So students, now I'll ask you a few questions. Okay, very simple questions. You have to answer them. The first question is, what is the poem about? What is the poem about?
What was the topic of the poem?
Yes, you listen to the poem thrice. So now you have to answer me. What is the poem about?
Yes, correct, children. The poem is about nature.
Nature.
And all God's creation.
Who made them all? All means?
All the creatures.
Yes. Creatures.
Who made all the creatures? Who created? Who is the creator? Yes, that's right.
Very good, students. God made them all. God made all the creatures. So now tell me which are the rhyming words that appeared in that particular poem.
You wrote them down, no?
Yes. Tell me the words.
How many words do you get? Beautiful. Wonderful, yes. One is done for you here. Let's see one.
So let's check your answer now. One is beautiful, wonderful. So this is given. Small, which is the rhyming word for small.
You read it in the poem, children.
Tell me. Good. It is all. And there is one more word. Sings.
In the poem there was a word, sings. And there was one more word which rhymes with this word, which has the same sound. He made their glowing colors. He made their tiny wings. Very good. So sings and wings are rhyming words because they sound the same.
So let's do an activity, students. Now you know how to write a poem, right? So let's use the words given in the box and write a poem of 2 lines. That means I have given some words in this box. That is village, flower and lamb. So you village. Students, you should not pronounce it as village. Okay, you have to pronounce it as village. Repeat, village. And this one, you should not say flower. It is flower. And here, it's not lamb. You should not pronounce the b sound. You should say lamb. Okay? So village, flower, lamb. So these are the words given in this box. Now what you have to do is, you have to complete this poem. Only 2 lines. The first one is, my village has a lamb. Its wool is as soft as dash. So you have to put a word here.
So here we are using comparison. Did you see, children? My village has a lamb.
Lamb,
Its wool is as soft as.
dash.
You put a word, children. Let's see. As soft as. Ah, very good.
So you have to compare the softness of wool
Wool
to something
with
else.
something else.
What is that?
Its wool is as soft as. Very good.
Very good. It is cotton.
Cotton. Cotton is very soft, no? So we are saying the lamb's wool is also as soft as cotton.
And the next one. A flower is beautiful. It's as white as dash. It means it is. It is as white as dash.
What can you say, children?
Yes, you can write snow or you can write milk. Correct? So a flower is beautiful. It is as white as milk.
So you see now here, children, there is no rhyming word here. So it's not a rule to have rhyming words in the poem. But if you have rhyming words, it is more beautiful to hear. It's nicer to hear.
So what is the first poem? My village has a lamb. Its wool is as soft as cotton. And the second one is, a flower is beautiful. It's as white as milk. So here is an assignment. What you have to do? You have to write a poem of 4 lines. Only 4 lines, students. Okay? You can write about fountain, or you can write about your mother or teacher, or about your friend, or rabbit, cat, dog. So topic is your choice, but you have to write a poem of 4 lines.
It must be 4 lines. It must be about a particular topic. Any topic, children. Now ma'am has given you many ideas. So take one idea and write a poem for 4 lines.
And show it to your teacher. Very good. So here one more activity. Okay. Look at the pictures and write a poem on each. I'll show you some pictures, and about that picture you have to write poem. So what is this? Correct. It is the sun. Now look at the picture, students. It seems to be summer days.
The sun is shining brightly.
Yes. The poem is about summer. Already I have written a poem about summer. Okay. So your job is to fill up this blank. In summer, sun is very hot. I am boiling in a pot, sitting on a dash. So here you can observe hot, pot. So these are the rhyming words. So you have to write a word here that should rhyme with these 2 words.
Can you think of a word, children? Sitting on a.
I'll read it once again. In summer, sun is very hot. I'm boiling in a pot, sitting on a dash.
Hot, pot?
Correct. It is sitting on a cot.
Cot.
In summer, sun is very hot. I am boiling in a pot, sitting on a cot. What is this? This seems to be winter. Correct. It's winter. It's nice and chill. Up in the hill. Don't take any dash. It's nice and chill. It's nice and chill. Up in the hill. Don't take any
Dash. Again here the clue is chill and hill are rhyming words. So you try to put one more rhyming word in the blank there. Last there you put one more word which rhymes. Chill, hill, don't take any
dash. In winter, it's common that you will have cold.
cold,
Correct.
cough.
If you have a cold, then what will you do? You go to the doctor. Yes. What will he give? Yes, he'll give you some pills. So here, it's nice and chill. Up in the hill. Don't take any dash. Now tell me the answer. Correct. It is pill. It's nice and chill. Up in the hill. Don't take any pill. Okay. Tell me about this. Describe this picture.
What is this picture, children? What's happening there on screen? Yes, it's raining. You can see some people walking with an umbrella.
So
what season is this?
rainy season.
Rainy season. Correct.
Rainy. Rain, rain, rain. I'm in a train. Please pull the
Dash.
rain, rain, rain. I'm in a train. Please pull the dash.
Dash. When you're in a train, what can you pull, children? Rain, rain, rain. I'm in a train. Please pull the
Pull. Correct.
very good
It is
chain.
rain, rain, rain. I'm in a train. Please pull the chain. Shall we write one more poem?
Yes.
Okay.
Now what is this season? Spring season, because it's lot of flowers and lot of color you can see.
Spring ring spring, I'm happy to the bring and always love to dash. Tell me a word. Spring ring spring, I'm happy to the brim and always love to dash. It is grin. I and always love to grin. Spring ring spring, I'm happy to the brim and always love to grin. So students, keep smiling, okay? Students, what did you learn in this class? Very good. You learned how to recite a poem, how to write a poem, correct? So, I hope all of you enjoyed this class. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.